So what are we doing today on this semi-intoxicated old man plays pinball? Well, today I'm going to be showing some of the mods that I've been making. And this is, I just got the Star Wars. And it already has a ton of mods from the guy who sold it to me. So I made this mod here. This is a Hinge Art logo. It's the Rebel symbol. And you can see it's got a magnet on it. It's nice. Just adds a little flair to the sides, to the hinge. I also have this one, which is the Empire, obviously. I also have them in what I call the laser finish. It's a super shiny metallic metal foil, and it's got a layer of acrylic color on top. Very shiny. Same thing with the Empire. You can see how it's reflecting everything. I also have these guys. These button protectors. Now, if you know anything about the pinball games, you know Stern usually sells them without any button guards. So then you have to go and pay $100 to get a brand new set. And then you got to take the old ones off, which is actually a pain in the butt because the screws are impossible to get out. You got to flip everything out, and then when you take them off, there's always a chance that they fall and damage the artwork. I hate taking them off. So I just got back in the pinball hobby a couple months ago, back in November, and after like buying 2 or 3 sets of those, I'm like, this has got to stop. So I decided on these. These are beautiful. They actually are modeled off these ones that you can, these ones that used to come on the cabinet, some of them, or that you can buy. Same shape, and then I put a little, but rather than just, you know, it's shape and texture and color, but then I had a little flair. I put a little logo or something on there. And it's nice because you don't have to put any screws in. The other ones you have to, you know, take off. And if you buy just, they actually, I don't know if they still do, they used to sell just like a half moon, but then you gotta screw it in. These require nothing. You just simply take the screw out and screw it in. Or take the button out, and like here, you would take the button out. This one already has armor, and you would put it over and put the button in, and the button holds it in place by putting pressure on the side. And this actually locks up. It's flush when it goes on with the top, and then hooks into the side of the rail, so it stays in place. And very cheap, you know, compared to $100 for metal ones, and you get a little more flair. So I have that. I also can do the Empire symbol. I don't have one right now. But since I was doing Star Wars, I figured, you know what? Let's also do Mandalorian. This one is beautiful. I really like this one. So shiny. It's got so much surface area on that mythosaur. It's just beautiful. And I, of course, have a button protector for that one. I also have quite a few more different wear protectors and constantly making more and way more colors than are shown here. And what else do we got here? Oh, since we're next to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here, we got this hinge. Again, this one, the guy who sold this to me already had the powder coating on it, and he had the full armor that always had the buttons protector. But, you know, these hinges are still just basically boring color, or boring, whatever. So I made these. These are very nice. They just snap right over. They're magnets. They're already die cut to the shape and the exact size. So it's got a hole for the button. You just put it over not the button, the bolt. For the bolt, then just run your fingers on both sides, and there it's set, because it's exactly the same height as the hinges. So running your fingers, it just puts it in place. And then I made a shooter plate, because I usually buy the shooter plates from Tilt Graphics. I usually like their shooter plates, but I didn't see anything I liked for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I made my own. Kind of made. It's acrylic, and it's a little bit out of focus here, but it's an acrylic, and you can see it's got the protective coating on it still. Acrylic about 3 millimeters wide, 3M adhesive on the back. And I also did one, because I didn't like any of the ones they had for Iron Maiden. I think they only had the Union Jack, and I was like, I guess Iron Maiden's English, but I just didn't like the Union Jack, so it didn't really do anything for me. So I made a Power Slave one. And all of these available on my Etsy site, pangoland.etsy.com.